Intellectually petty radio on your stereo. Don't compare us to anything, this a different scenario. We break records while we pushing the culture forward. Great music and big vibes right in that order. Intellectually petty radio on the stereo. Don't compare us to anything, this a different scenario. We break records while we pushing the culture forward. Great music and big vibes right in that order.
And you're now tuned into another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio, brought to you in conjunction with Nerve DJs Radio and the Beautiful Machine Magazine. You already know, man, every week, every hour, every year, we only rock with legends around here, and today is absolutely no exception. This nigga is one of the most influential business minds musically of his time. It doesn't get any better than this individual, one of the smartest niggas since brains were invented. My guy, been knowing this nigga for decades at this point. Big Heff in the building. How you doing, Kane?
Everything good. What's popping with you, Jobs?
I'm doing all right, man. How's life?
It's good. It's I feel like it's in a great creative process right now. Of course, steady with the music stuff, but like recently I've gotten into like film and television, and then also, you know, like on your side, being in the podcast world, the radio world, and also the TV world. So just getting my other components of being a music executive and putting the right things that's around me.
Oh, nigga. I want to say, man, I was looking at the documentary. The second generation Ohio players, and I think that's when we met around the tail end of that.
Yeah, definitely. You know, my group, second generation Ohio players. Shout out to Finch, Trife, Miss Finn, Diaz. Like it was, you know, like that was a great time. That was like the beginning, and it was actually like the learning process. You know, like when I first started, I always thought I would be like a producer.
Mm-hmm.
Then, you know, we put out that project, and then I guess you could say like the alignment with the business acumen. So, shout out to my guy D Train, D Sonoram, Shadow. They kind of guided me as I was stepping into that phase. First, I was just doing promotions. And before that, interning for Bone Thugs and Harmony, and that was kind of like earning my stripes into the industry. And then I started getting into, you know, started my career with DJ. So Who Kid, Mick Boogie, Joey Fingers, DJ G Spot. That was like my initial crew that I had started out with.
Hey, legends right there.
Yeah.
And I've been in Cleveland long enough to have heard all those names.
Yeah.
You know, so, and actually Joey Fingers, because I want to say it was a DJ Fingers in Detroit too.
Yeah, there is a DJ Fingers. There's like, you know, as you get bigger or start to know more people, then you start running into a lot of artists and DJs and producers with the same name. But Joey Fingers is, you know, the guy. He's a good guy for sure. Legend.
Who Kid is crazy though.
Yeah, you know what? And the crazy.
He did his thing though.
Yeah, so one of the like my favorite stories, like Hall of Fame type stories, is that 50. This is like the whole M50 D12 Shady Records craze. 50 in Cleveland, and at the time, this is like some 02, 03 stuff. They're in town. Who Kids just telling me like, "Yo, I want to hook up with this kid named LeBron. He's the best basketball player." And I said, "Oh yeah, I know him." And my dude Ricky from Akron introduced me and Brian back in the days. And he was keeping in touch. You know, so invited him down to the show. He came down to the show. This was ironically, he was in Detroit. Came home from the Pistons game in Detroit, and came down to the show, introduced him and Fifth, and after the show we on a G Unit bus, and literally, I was just like, I think it would be dope for LeBron to do some drops. Who Kid was like, well,
Damn, you just went like silent. I can't hear you.
yeah. So he was Who Kid got him to do the G Unit drops. He did the drops. I was on a bus. His team was on there. The whole old G Unit crew was on there. Yayo, Banks, Buck, all that. And that was the only official mixtape LeBron ever hosted in his whole career. So I feel special that I was a part of creating that and making that happen.
Yo, speaking of 50, do, uh, do you look at the Ti 50 shit as healthy, or are we venturing into problematic?
It's healthy. I mean, you're talking about two multi millionaires, so
Yeah,
everything's good. It's just rap music right now.
50 getting his ass handed to him right now, bro. Ti is in his bag completely.
Well, I mean, no, it's only one sided. So how
That's
can
the
you?
problem. You got to speak up, bro.
Nah, no, you don't. Sometimes silence is the best answer.
No, not on this one, bro. I don't. I think he ran up on the wrong individual, and Ti is going to be relentless. Like I've heard a new song almost every day for like four days or some shit like
That's okay. Sometimes silence is the best answer.
that. I swear, man. Okay, what's the biggest bag you fucked up?
The biggest bag I fucked up, uh,
Hmm.
man. I think it's all going through a growing process. So when I was younger, it depends on what you define as the biggest bag. One, but
You define it.
I think a lot of times we invest in the artist or into situations. Probably the biggest bag that I fucked up was my time, bro. Like just wasting it on so many
Mm,
other artists that either quit or once the situation did arise, they kind of showed their true colors. So there
mm.
goes 6 to 8 months or 6 months to a year worth of work, and you could have done something else with your time.
Yo, that's that. Yeah, man. I think that's the perfect answer right there, bro.
Like no, you can make money back. You can't get time back. Like that's
Yeah.
one of the things that. So if you talk about off and on, if you're working with artists 6 months to a year at a time, like mm, sometimes you might go through 3 or 4 artists to get to the right situation. So that's 3 or 4 years.
Do they ever come back and say, "Damn, my bad. I kind of fucked up X, Y, and Z."
Oh yeah, they try to do it in a very polite way. Um, some disguised as, "Yo, I apologize, I was wrong," or "Hey, I'm just checking on you," or, or but yeah, they often dub back, and a lot of times if you got an artist and you tell them some of the good stuff to do, you might have an argument or a blowout about it, and then they stick with their decision, and then they figure it's the wrong thing, you know.
Mm.
So it happens though, for sure, for sure, for sure. We on intellectually petty radio, and we're not being petty today. We're just being intellectual.
I don't know. I think I'm petty every day, but that's another story. Okay, so second generation, you move on from them. At
Uh,
what point do you decide, you know what, I think I can take over the world musically?
you know what? At first, I just wanted to, of course, you always think about your city first. Then I thought about my state. Then I thought about my region. And then when I became a national, it gave me a chance. Like that was like one of the greatest things. Like kind of being around D12 and 50 is like it
Mm.
gave me a chance to see the whole country. And then as you move from regional, then you're just thinking about national things, how to route things, how to break artists, which pockets that certain music works in certain pockets, and meeting all the right people to make those things happen. And but the world is a very, very big place. So, I always think of like now that I'm learning about tech and more of the business outline of doing things, it goes in phases. So, and I think that I was kind of right, spot on with, some of the things that I developed.
All right, so let me just off memory. Let me see if I can remember some of the names you fuck with. Meg Thee Stallion,
Yeah,
Cardi B,
yeah,
T Grizzly,
yeah,
Future,
yeah,
uh, uh, Sleazy.
for sure.
Oh, yo, that nigga's so dope, bro. By the way,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
fuck with him.
New album out right now. I Want Blood. Uh, so me and Sleazy forever tied in with each other, but um, it's been a good run. Like I can't a lot of big records, a lot of big artists, and one of the things that I always say is like I did it from home. Like I never left, traveled a lot, of course, but
Hmm.
all this stuff is done from home. Did it without hating, did it with a lot of integrity. Um, did it when even people that I looked up to, uh, tried to downplay what I was doing. So I
That's
think,
fucked up shit too, bro. They say some of the toughest shit is meeting your idols.
yeah, I mean, just not like meeting and working with some of the people that you look up to.
Yeah,
So I think one of the great things that I got a chance to experience, I got a chance to experience like black executives, black excellence. So uh, at 300, it was working under Kevin Lyles. At
real quick. What is he like?
just a cool guy, bro. Just like shared the early Def Jam stories from with me, smoking on a cigar, going through this the second cigar, the second phase of the Redmans and Method Mans and D's and DMX's with um and then like on this new phase of the Gunners and T Grizzlies and Megans and all that stuff and Betty Wops, Migos, and there's so many people that come from underneath that umbrella. It's like you see
Crazy.
black excellence, and then working at Epic under Sylvia Rone, you kind of see the same thing. Like it's like, okay, this is what I got to do. This is how I bring my team together. This is how I keep my team together and inspire them at the end of the day. Because it's all about legacy, and but you don't see a lot of black executives in the music game no more.
Which is in my opinion by design and extremely unfortunate.
Yeah.
You know, has anything gotten easier business wise? You know, as far as technology has advanced in the social media area, so to speak.
Man, just being able to hit a big amount of people in one time, I think is probably the easiest thing. Um, we went from promoting from city to city to just promoting on social media or digitally, and that saves a lot of travel miles. I want to say, uh,
Hmm.
and I think like probably like the with the whole AI renaissance. I mean, uh, experience that's going on now. It's sped up a lot of documentation, a lot of paperwork, and also the creative process. So uh, for the people that write music, it gives and can't sing, it gives them a voice, a tone, an
I think
experience.
it devalues them.
But you have to look at it from, like music is a very vain thing. So you got to be the right look, right voice. But for people that write music, and that's the thing that they do, it gives them
Hmm.
a voice to put music out, and or if it's creative wise, if you're not the best looking person in the world, I'm sorry to say, a
Shout out
chance.
to ugly folks.
It gives you a chance to create a different persona of yourself, and and collaborate.
All right, most influential Cleveland song that's not by Bone Thugs.
Most influential Cleveland song that's not by Bone Thugs, and it can't be any of the Bone Thugs Harmony members.
No.
Well, one, I got to give a shout out to the guys because they're getting their Hollywood Star Walk of Fame this year in April.
Much deserved.
The I think it's a tie for me between Ray Jr. Sloppy and MGK Till I Die.
Oh no, it's going down. Oh, who is that? Oh my God, I can't
Came
remember.
Down Fat Al would probably
Yes,
be.
yes, that Al. I'm sorry, that Al.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Chip the Ripper got one too.
yeah. Chip got Unfitted. Um,
Yes,
um,
man, I used to
it,
love
it,
Chip the
it's
Ripper.
so Chip is definitely one of my favorite artists from the city for sure. Fat Al is definitely one of my favorite artists for sure. And Preem DiBiase. I think uh, between MGK, Chip,
Mhm.
Al, Ray, Preem, they probably had, and Doughboy. I never like to forget Doughboy in those conversations because his run has been great. Like when you talk about most people have a 1-2 year run, when
Mhm.
people start having like 6 to 8 or 10 year runs, then that's legendary to me.
Yo, I didn't I didn't know that about Doughboy.
Yeah, like Doe, like you got to remember, Doe got like 5 or 6 albums, bro. Like you don't get 5 or 6 albums without being good.
What happened with YK Osiris? Why is he not like the household name that he was projected to be?
I think you know it's just decisions, bro. Like this, you gotta, like when you're growing up in the industry, he started off young. He's growing up in the industry, but he's back relevant. He's back popping, doing shows, touring. Like he's a, a, a great person on social media. He knows how to work the nuances of growing up on social media. Like that's you gotta realize how tough that is to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that, bro. Like, I don't like this generation, like not the generation personally, but the technology surrounding the generation. It's just
Yeah,
so different.
you gotta remember in the digital era or social media era that we've been, I guess, outlined by numbers now. It's not.
Yeah.
It's oh, this didn't do good. It may have been a quality post. It may have touched like uh, an emotional part of somebody to keep going, inspire them. But if it didn't do 1 million views or 100,000 views, then the post was no good.
I
You know?
fucks with Chameleonaire, especially his post rap career.
Yeah.
First time you met him, and did you see him being who he is now?
First time I met Chameleonaire was, I believe, on 170th outside of a music store on St. Clair. And uh, he hopped out the truck. It was him, OG Ron C, his brother Razak. Um, but through conversations, I mean, Who Kid was another one that did a mixtape with Chameleonaire. And then bridging that relationship with Crazy Bone and him to knock out the Ride and Dirty song. All the conversations that we would have as far as him growing as an artist,
Mhm.
but just checking out his mind frame of where and how he wanted to elevate his career, how he wanted to do things that's separate from anybody else. Um, made me know that he was going to be a hell of a businessman, regardless. Like I always say, like our industry can run parallel to anything. So if you
Yeah.
could sell CDs, you can sell whatever amount of units of whatever product that you want. If it's, hair and beauty stuff, if it's uh, cosmetic stuff, if it's, homes, whatever. But if you got a community, you have a place and people to sell things to.
Okay, and I started off dropping a resume. I think I got to Kevin Lyles. We all know about Bone. Who am I missing?
Who are you missing?
Yes.
Uh, Man, the Ohio Hip Hop Awards era, the mixtape era. Um, what else have we done? That was the
The
cosign,
movie.
the movie, the books. I'm an author 3 times. I'm an executive producer of a couple movies and documentaries. Uh,
Hold on. Stop right there. Drop the name so people can go back, look this up, and look that
oh,
up.
I mean, you want to fact check? You can go to Amazon Prime or Tubi. The Big Heff Experience is on there. That's my documentary. Amazon
Fire.
Prime and Tubi. You can go to The Cap. That's my um, that's my movie that I created. Shout out to Johnny Lavelle. Shout out to Finch and Smooth Gotti. I have another docu series that's on the way. I have another movie that's on the way called Surf Club. And I created another series called Backstage Pass that airs locally on Channel 21. That'll be streaming on Tubi and Amazon Prime pretty soon. And I just like to stay busy and stay getting to it.
So talk to me about Backstage Pass. What exactly is that?
Backstage Pass is my live series of events where um, I've done so much in the artist space that I wanted to kind of get into the community space.
Mhm.
Business owners, council people, creators, innovators, all of that kind of stuff, and artists as well. I want to sit down and talk to them personally about the things that they've done, the stories that the trials and tribulations of being an entrepreneur or being a business person in today's society, and then them giving back and what they're doing now. So I feel like that's a key component because people need to hear those stories to get inspired.
Most underrated Cleveland legend in music.
The most underrated,
Hmm.
the most underrated Cleveland legend in music. It goes by eras. Like one of the people that I say is as underrated would be Ty Bree. I feel like she did a great thing for the female rap community in the city.
Mm.
Um, the next one I'm gonna probably say is Preem DiBiase. Like Preem got hits, classics, and I think it's probably one of the most consistent artists. Uh, over the last 10 years. Then I mean, it goes in phases to me. Like same way I feel about YSN Flow. Like I think on the younger side, like he's been going crazy since 2017. Gold record, tours, has sellout shows. So, uh, those things, sometimes they go unnoticed because you're in different generations of art.
What separates a good artist from a star?
A good artist from a star, work ethic, selection of your team, and great music. Let's not forget the great music. You got to pick the right records.
Who'd you miss on? Who came to you was like, here's my shit, and you was like, eh, and you look up and like, damn, should have fucked with her.
Uh, who did I miss on? The craziest story that I have recently is that my boy Sean, my business partner who I do like Modus distribution through,
Mm.
he came to me a couple years ago and he said, "Yo, I got this guy. His name is Belly Gang Cushington. I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, he sounds like Ross. He sounds like Jeezy. We should sign him. And
Mm.
I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Told me about my guy BL, bringing him to him. Shout out to Monday. And I was like, man, if you feel that strongly about it, always go with your gut. And, like if you want to do it, I'm going to be there 110% to support it. Let's go. He ended up not doing it, but full circle moment last year. My guy June called me, put me on the phone. My guy DJ PM told me they had a guy named Belly Gang Cushington. He had this new record called Friend Do that he wanted to put out. And I think, by the time this interview airs, that he will have a #1 record in the country.
Yo. Although, like, nobody backs 1,000, bro.
Nobody best 1,000. I'm just saying, like, the person
You close, though.
that I feel like we could have signed under the umbrella or whatever is, you know, it's crazy enough that, like, sometimes you might not do stuff personally, but you get a chance to still work with some awesome people. So, but now, no. I'm trying to think of, like, who I missed on, like, uh, and I want to say, like, you still got to give a shout out to the Detroit music scene because a lot of people didn't know how, like, I was around like two different generations of Detroit artists. I took Doughboys Cash Out on their first tour. Um,
Really?
I took Vezo out on his first run, KD out on her first run. Big Rankin introduced me to Peasy and Ray. Um, BMB when they was going real crazy, they was out. I took them on their first run. So, you know, then you go backwards and think about Obi Trice and D12 and all of that kind of stuff that was going on. Like, Detroit's always been like a second home to me for sure. Like, I got a lot of friends, my best friends from Detroit. So, I always definitely tapped into the Detroit music scene for sure. Shout out to my
Man,
guy.
I didn't know you was that fucking. Like, I knew some of this shit. But Babyface? Peasy?
Yeah, like the whole wave that's right now, and then, yeah. So, and I I probably missed out on like a lot of the Flint rap artists though, for sure. But, you know, I'm for
I
sure.
think I think unfortunately the Detroit wave was too close to the Flint wave,
Yeah, yeah,
and Flint kind of got absorbed.
yeah. No, Flint they've been going crazy lately. I can't
Oh,
like,
Rio back out though.
yeah. So they've been going crazy, and like my newest thing is working with some Milwaukee artists. So, shout out to Chicken P for kicking open the door for a lot of the Milwaukee artists. But Summer, Big Selly, Mar, um, it's a lot of motion going on right now.
Shout out to the playmaker too, my guy, Milwaukee.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure.
Oh,
And
and what is Brick City Babe wants to know the plan for the next 3 to 5 years.
the next, the plan for the next 3 to 5 years,
Yes, sir.
to grow the Nerve DJ brand more, internationally. Uh, I want to get ahead of the digital phase that's going on. Um, right now, I'm working on my artist development accelerator called the Heff Effect. So I'm starting the first cohort for that, and I think that's going to be probably twice a year, moving forward. Um, Heff Industry Weekend, Nerve DJ Anniversary. Um, those will be going, and then uh, I want to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Ohio Hip Hop Awards this year. So I don't
Yo,
know what I'm gonna do yet, but yeah. So it's been like a lot of legendary stuff. Sometimes you just gotta sit back and reflect on it, but the next 3 to 5 years are really going to be about expansion and execution. Um, you know, I have a lot of great ideas for the upcoming future and just rebuilding a community. That's been great to me.
Yo, DJing has changed so much, and the role of the DJ pool has to adapt.
Yeah,
How does Nerd DJs adapt for the next wave of technology?
just pay attention. You're going to see it.
Shit, call me up so I come down there so
Yeah,
so I can learn some of this shit. Cause yo, man, this should be fucking me up, man. Like I just got a new camera. I don't know, glad it was simple. Just
yeah.
just plug this shit up and go. But like most of this technology, bro, it's just too much for me sometimes. I
I
feel old.
you got to adapt with it, and I think the more and more you experience it and utilize it and see how it can make everything that you're doing easier. It's just like when people first started with chat gpt, they were just like, man, what is this? But you use it 2 3 times a day, it helps you with your documents or press releases or bios or whatever the case you need it for. If you're an artist, it helps you uh, do lyric sheets. It helps you, if you want to think of harmonies and like you just got to utilize things. Uh,
It's a cheat sheet though, man. That's what bothers me. It
so
allows people to be intellectually and or uh, um like spiritual, whatever, lazy.
it allows you to even the playing field for people, unless you feel like reading and going back to school for a lot more years. But and you still have to utilize it so it gives you the results that you actually need to. Because sometimes it'll give you the wrong information, and you'll think you're handing in something that's crazy, and it's literally the complete wrong information.
Dipset, you fuck with them, right?
Yeah. So it's. I mean, I'm excited about it. So, uh, Nerve DJ, like this year, we're celebrating our 23rd anniversary, uh, and that's gonna be in Miami. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, the culture. I feel like we're doing a hard reset, though. So a lot of the things that made music great back 15 years ago that we utilized and worked, um, they're starting to come full circle. Uh,
Yeah.
People don't know that vinyl is probably one of the biggest selling assets in music right now.
Really?
Um, yeah, and a lot of vintage tapes have come back as well. So there's a lot of vinyl players. People that know, like, especially during COVID, uh, I think people used it as comfort music and comfort things of their
Yeah.
childhood. But it's literally been like the nostalgia of, like in my basement, I really wanted my idea and my focus when I, reset everything up is going to be to create it like an old school record store. And that'll be
Mm.
cave instead of having jerseys on the wall, of it having posters of past projects, and um, but it'll give me that nostalgia record store vibe where you can go and play the records or have the listening stations and stuff like that for things you want to hear.
What? Okay, so you had a fucked up day. Well, I won't say fucked up. You had a long day. You're tired as hell. You come in the house. You want to listen to something. You put on a record. What's your go-to?
Go to, it just depends on which era that I'm in. I mean, if I'm in my 90s bag, I'm probably going to be playing like some Rakim, BDP Karis one, Redman. Um, and then if I'm in my like 90s, 2000, I'm probably going to listen to Kanye or Drake, or Jeezy. And then if it's something current right now, I listen to like a lot of Meek Mills, Lalo,
Mhm.
um, and Future for sure.
Best run: Future, Jay Z, Drake, or Kanye?
Whew. Uh, I'm gonna say best run. I gotta say Drake's run has got to be probably the best, but more or less from Alpha to Omega, it may be Jay Z's run because the things he's done off the rapper side and more on the business side has been amazing. Like
Your
talk,
man's at like $3 billion now.
yeah, you talk about NFL, NBA partnerships, athlete management company, artist management company, streaming company, liquor company. Like his portfolio is kind of crazy. So, and it's not taking anything away from Drake either. It's like merch on the Drake merch is crazy. The touring is crazy. Uh, he's racked up a lot of accolades in film, and he's done it relatively just being an artist. So which is that's amazing.
I think the gambling is fucking with him though.
You said who?
The gambling for Drake.
Oh yeah, I mean, come on, bro. Like,
I think I mean, he's got the money where he can do it. I'm not saying he's gonna go broke, but that would prevent him from, like, Jay-Z was pretty much focused on being like the richest motherfucker.
I think the gambling thing was $100 million deal, so it's not like it was but either like I said, I'm your show, so you can get the petty side and do just don't clip me and no crazy shit.
I'll send it to you first, man. And I know, but I know you, man. You're like one of the most disciplined motherfuckers I've ever encountered.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I feel like you have to be in this day and age because if you have goals, bro, like if you're not disciplined, like of course you can go out and have a great time, but who gonna make you sit home and work and have that laptop open at 4 o'clock in the morning, or who gonna be on the phones making phone calls and making sure this artist gets recognized and gets, like, if they put the work in the studio and they're doing all the things that you ask, like who's gonna beat them phone lines up, or who's gonna make sure they're in the car, on the road to make sure they visit a market and maximize out of each market. So you have to be disciplined, and like I always just think about teamwork, and my team got to be disciplined with me. Like we can celebrate, but let's celebrate the victories. Let's celebrate the number ones and the plaques and the awards and all that kind of stuff. Like it will be fine.
do you ever celebrate, bro?
Uh, Internally, for sure. Like intern, small victories. Some of the big victories, of course, but internally though, not in public.
Like you're the most even killed nigga I know. Like I see the Ohio Hip Hop Awards. You talking, and it's the same guy I see when we at the studio.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
same guy. If I see you at the grocery store, it's just it's like you don't revel in the highs and you don't let the lows get to you either.
I don't think you should, like, if you just saying the highs, like it's such an emotional thing
Mhm.
because one, you accomplished the goal, but the same, like, people will they'll try to take that joy away from you.
Yeah,
So you could be celebrating, oh, I just won an award, and then the people that didn't win an award are like, oh man, he don't deserve it, or he
yeah.
don't.
Why
That's a
you in it?
lot, but I'm just saying, like, they will try to take that away from you. So no matter if you win or lose, you have to still be the same person.
Most impressive comeback in hip hop.
Most impressive comeback in hip hop. I used to always think it was, like, back in the days. I used to always think it was LL Cool J because he would be like on one album, off one album,
Yeah.
on album.
Yes. Yes.
But as I go through it now, um, who would be my most impressive? Right now, personally, for me, it's Meek Mill. Like, I thought he
Mm.
was fire last year. Like, I don't know, all his collaborations was on point. All his music was on point. Um, and mm, I love the way that they're celebrating Grand Poobah social media wise lately. Um, most important, most best comeback.
I would say Gunna. Like,
I'm gonna say,
he
I'm gonna,
went through a lot and
I'm,
came back and made beautiful fucking music.
and he's an A-lister now, so
Yeah.
it's one of the like. I'm gonna say Gunner too. Got you. That's very good. That's uh, just do.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know the dude or whatever, but
He put out 3 albums since he all this stuff happened. So give
yeah.
me, yeah.
Yeah. And he didn't come out and he didn't run from shit.
No. Everything been good, bro. He been running, health wise, changed his image, put out great music, been touring. He's been kind of spot on. All doing this without the help from the media.
Which is important.
Just him and the fans.
That's it's J. Cole ish.
Yeah.
Like if you say nothing else, but you may not be a J. Cole fan, but J. Cole doesn't need you to be a fan.
No,
Like the fans that J. Cole got are going to die J. Cole fans.
that's a fact. J. Cole is like great MC, great album, great comeback album. That is a comeback album. People don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna go Gunner for sure.
What do you still love about the game?
Music, music for sure. Sun up to sundown, music. Like
Last time somebody gave you the chills musically.
um, whew, I think like one Meek. Uh, I thought like the Leaks Little Baby project was dope. Like it put me back into being 2019, 2018 baby, as far as just hungry and aggressive.
Mhm.
Um, last time somebody gave me the chills, I listen to a lot of new artists, so that's gonna be on my underground side, and it might be for my latest signees. So I can't say nothing yet.
Oh man. I'm not Lil Baby is like I can't say that I may not like the song per se, but he is one of the few artists where I'm like, I don't know that I've heard him spit a whack verse.
No, he's solid. He's solid, bro. Like the crazy part about it, but was it 2017? I was in the car with T Grizzly. I was in the car with T Grizzly. We riding. I'm driving, I think, or the driver's driving, but I got Lil Baby. This is before he was a big rapper. This is first or second mixtape type thing. And T says, "Who you listening to?" I said, "Man, it's Lil Baby, hard. I swear, he hard." And he's like, "What?" And I'm older than everybody, but it's still respectable because they think they be like, we be in the whip and they'll think they like he can't be listening to this. This ain't stuff that he listen to. But I'm going, so he called baby on the phone, like, yo, bro. He's like, my OG bumping your stuff, bro. He's like, what? But I'm talking about like we 3 states in and I'm still listening to the baby. So um it's just certain stories and then transfer that me and Bigger Rankin had did Midwest tour and a little baby was on it. So seeing the growth from him to be rocking like underground lounges and showcase mics and things like that, meet and greets and stuff with me and Bigger Rankin to now being a stadium or arena artist, and I think that's amazing.
Yo, that's crazy. At what point do you say, okay, I've done my job, and basically kick them out of the nest, so to speak?
When I started seeing them do arenas, and I'm like, I done, like we good. They set. Let's go find the next one.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Like
Why do you think that's the cutoff?
um where do you go from there? That's a, like my job is artist development. I like A&R, artist development, being a promoter, finding and discovering new talent. But when that talent is with you and you get a plaque and get an award, you do a couple of award shows, you get some plaques, you start touring nationally, you start being in front of 18 to 20,000 people. That's your ceiling.
You just get bored, huh? I need to go back from day one.
Let me go back and see if they always say if you can't if you good, you could do it again. So let me go do it again and show people it wasn't no fluke. In 2015 I met Cardi B. In 2016 I met uh this rapper, and then 2017 I met Dream Doll. 2018 I met Megan Thee Stallion. 2018 I met Lil Baby. 2019 I started my own imprint, and then I signed Ty Bree to a joint venture to RCA Records under my imprint. First female rapper from Ohio to get signed to a major. 2020 I announced the deal. 2020 COVID hits. I'm at Megan Thee Stallion's birthday party when COVID hit, bro. I was
Really?
with Lotto. I had Ty Bree, Lotto, and Flo Milli on the tour. You feel me? So 2021, everybody getting back on their feet. 2022, I met Sleazy World Gold. We went gold. We went platinum. The plaques is right next to me. You feel me? So it's in your face to tell you it can't happen. Did Lil Kel, did Ivory Scott, um, you know, and Belly Gang, Cushion, Blakeyana, like Trap Beckham just went. Birthday came out in 2019, bro. It just went gold. That's
Yes.
Trap. Come on. Like, what else we got to do? What else we got to talk about?
Glorilla.
Glorilla, that's 2022. That's Sleazy World Gold, #1 record. Went triple platinum.
What's she like?
Cool.
Glorilla.
That's the cool Memphis chick. I just, like, I just remember like meeting Dream Doll for the first time, and that kind of let me know, like, all right, this female artist wave is about to go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and just talk to her about like, what do you want? What do you like? What do you want? How do you want to do this? And we still friends to this day. Like, hey, congratulations on the baby. Can't wait to get back to the music. Like, I went to Disney World with Dream Doll, bro. So it like her and her family. She was taking her family, and she included me in the mix. So like, the bonds is there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta like rap stuff, music stuff. You put that to the side and realize that these people are human, and they going for their dreams just like you going
Yeah.
for.
And I do like the females have definitely put their foot in the game over the last few years.
Yeah.
And
Like,
it's been diverse. Like
yeah,
you go from Rhapsody to Cardi
I-
B. Hello? Oh, snazzle, snizzle, snizzle. For some reason, Heff has frozen up, and hopefully, you know what? Let me text it. Maybe it's just somebody called him over there. But yo, the dope part about the FMCs is that the bars. Like I be listening to some of the women, and I'm like, yo, So let me take him out of here real quick because apparently he's just not gonna unfreeze. But yeah, yo, some of the chicks that I've heard, and I don't want to be disrespectful. Some of the young ladies that I've heard, because I don't know if somebody will take chicks as being disrespectful. And I guess I could see it. But anyway, the bars that I've seen, I've seen some of the freestyles and shit. And yo, the women is coming with the shits. And I think that's one of the fields, outside of like business or whatnot, where the playing field is completely equal. All it takes is your thoughts and your ability to render those thoughts out verbally. So hopefully Big Health get back with us, because I know I ramble a lot. It's easier for me to have conversations with other people, um, and be thinking too much, and that'd be the problem. Like I overthink shit, and can you hear my fucking computer? Why it decides to do this shit at this moment, and it never does during the show. It's crazy work. But yes, all right, here go help right here. All right, yeah, bro.
My bad. So listen, my bad. My phone died. I was in such deep conversation. I didn't know.
You good, bro? Yo, turn your phone to the side, though.
Wait, hold on. Go. There you go.
Yo, where is the? You say the Nerve DJs having a shindig. Where is it? Where's that gonna be at? In Miami.
May 14th through the 17th in Miami.
So, what role do you play at the Nerve DJs?
Innovation. I don't know. I'm the vice president of the Nerve DJs. So um, it's Johnny O, and then there's me. Then there's I think it's broken down by regions and states underneath that.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been rocking, bro. We've been rocking for a long time. Uh, Man, I started the DJ conference call 15 years ago. So,
Yo,
uh, so just think about that commitment of time. Like DJ conference call 15 years ago. I started touring a year before that. So the street industry most want industry the industry tour turned into the streets most wanted tour. Um, then we started doing our anniversary conferences and bringing in high level execs, high level label reps, industry just trendsetters, influencers, etc. That like it's it went from 250 DJs to over 5,000 DJs. So the DJ community, even when people wanted to push it to the back of the music industry, it's still something that's thriving and it's still something that's cultivating. My thought process now is just to figure out to put the data and the analytics with the DJs that
hmm
we can make something great happen for the community.
yeah, I'm definitely interested in that part right there, bro. Like that's the wave right there. Like if everything is about information now.
Yeah, you wanna have that, and like I want artists to have those analytics. I think that's the thing that helps drive them to do better and focus on uh, the right things to do. Um, so yeah, I'm happy. I'm really enthusiastic about getting more active. I've been doing a lot of things. I started a television show. I started a podcast. My podcast airs on Revolt. Um, I have two different radio shows. One, my A&R list. The other one is the Big Heff Radio Show. So I've been really entrenched into media. Shout out to the Cleveland Crunch. They've been a great sports affiliate and partner. Um, Working on some more things, but me, I'm at a point where I want to make sure that the next generation has opportunity in industry.
hmm
So coming up with things that can help provide workforce development, um, and of course with the tech, with assistant agentic AI, and um, even teaching kids how to code at an early age, just making those things like kind of transition to, like I said, being in industry jobs where it's allowing the next generation of the creators to you know one, financially be able to take care of themselves off of this music, or off of their career paths.
Yo, is there what did I miss that you wanted to get out there?
I have a new book. It's called For the Record Playbook. I'm really enthusiastic about it. It's a book that I wrote with my entertainment lawyer, Debbie Eagle, who's been a friend of mine for the last 7 or 8 years. But it came about just, it's a how-to guide. It's a checklist. It's really like something that you can, once you read a chapter, I give a colorful story after each chapter, and there's a checklist. If you input your information into this checklist, then I feel like you'll learn ways to monetize and capitalize off of your music, off your creation. Like a lot of times people will say things or tell people things on how to spend money, but nobody teaches you how to make money in the music industry. And the playbook is literally a playbook. Like if you was a NBA or NFL player, you got to run plays. Teach you how to run those same type of plays in the music industry.
No doubt. If people want to get in touch with you, they want to work. Yo, and when is the next movie coming out?
Working on finishing the script, but before that, I feel like I'll have the Backstage Pass television series on streaming platforms, probably by summertime 26, and so that, and then Surf Club movie for sure.
Yeah, you got to plug me in on how to get in on Tubi and shit like that.
For sure, definitely.
All right, no doubt, man. It's always a pleasure, bro.
Yes, I ain't talked to you in a while. Like I said, I'm really enthusiastic about this next wave, this next part of the journey. So I appreciate the intellectually petty. I'm not being petty, but yo, do whatever you want to do. But hopefully this was insightful. Can't wait to see the interview when it dropped. But I appreciate your time, bro, for sure.
Oh man, likewise, man. You have a phenomenal day on purpose, bro.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
No doubt, man. Yo, I need to get backstage too, man. Hit me up.
I got you.
All right, no doubt. Yeah. Peace.
Peace.
Yo, you already know, man. This is Jobs. It's been another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio, man. Thank you for tuning in. If you have not done so, please go like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, the Twitch channel, wherever you are currently watching this from. Please like, subscribe, and or share and tell somebody. We get dope people. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'll see y'all in a little less than an hour. We got Angie B. Should be hustling.